What's up, guys? Coach John Wojo here with JW Fitness, answering more questions for you. I'm trying to get lean in my stomach area. Amen, aren't we all? Every time I go on the fitness journey, I start to get discouraged because I look good everywhere else but can't never burn the fat around my stomach or my back. So I just want to stop there for one moment because the way this question is phrased, every time I go on the fitness journey, which implies to me that this person starts and stops and starts and stops. Fitness journey is a lifetime journey. It is a lifestyle change. It is not something that you do temporarily to try and achieve a certain destination and then stop, and then you're no longer paying attention to your food, you're no longer working out, and then you get out of shape, and then you start your fitness journey again and go. Fitness journey is a continuous thing. It is a lifestyle change. It is a way of life, literally a way of life. Your workout times, your training should be non-negotiable. Following a proper nutrition plan should be non-negotiable. If you're serious about making a real, sustainable change in how you look and feel, that is something that is never ending. It's not something that you start and stop and start and stop and start and stop. You start it, and it's just a continual learning process, and it goes on forever. So I just want to point that out. So this person starts and stops, starts and stops, starts and stops. That tells me that they are not either truly dedicated, that their habits are not fully established, and that's why they struggle. Okay, they can't ever burn the fat around their stomach or back. Going to the gym 5 to 6 days a week and eating well doesn't say what they do at the gym, but I'm assuming they're strength training. Hopefully they are. They're eating well, but to get there, I need to count every calorie I eat and take supplements. No, you don't need to take supplements. You don't necessarily need to count calories, although that is the most direct and efficient way to manage your calorie and energy intake. For some people, they can lose weight simply by following some other rule of thumb, managing their food intake by eyeing it up, or just cleaning up their diet by getting rid of regular soda, replacing it with diet soda, and yada, 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 and all those things. But the reason why those things may work for some people is because by taking those actions, they are indeed creating a calorie deficit. And they may not know how many calories they're taking in versus how many calories they need to be at maintenance, but they may find some success in taking those steps because they are, by default, creating a calorie deficit. That is the only way any of us ever lose weight or gain weight, for that matter. You're either in a calorie deficit and you're losing weight, or you're in a calorie surplus and you're gaining weight. Nobody gains weight in a calorie deficit, and nobody loses weight in a calorie surplus. But the most direct and efficient way to take the guesswork out of all of it is to literally plan and track your energy intake. That's it. And so many people just refuse or resist doing that because they think it's going to be overly burdensome, it's going to take too much time. But look, you're putting a lot of time and energy into trying to achieve your goal. It's worth just a few hours a week to plan and track, because that's what's going to provide a sense of certainty, right? If it's not tracked, it can't be managed. And if you can't manage it, then you're just guessing, and that's going to leave you frustrated, and that's not a sustainable path, and you're likely not going to achieve your goals. So at some point, especially as you get leaner and leaner and leaner, you're going to have to plan and track your food intake. And the most direct way to do that is to track your calories, track your macros, track your body weight, track how you look in the mirror. It's just part of the journey. So open yourself up to the idea of doing that. Trust me, it works. That's what all physique athletes do. That's what all people who are serious about really getting lean and making optimal progress with the least amount of frustration, that's what they do. So you may as well get on board sooner or later. What's the best way to get your body fat to like 15%? I weigh like 145 pounds and I'm 41 years old. Getting to the point of giving up again, they start, stop. Getting to the point of giving up again and accepting that I will never have a six-pack. Maybe my body is not built for that. Thank you. Like I said, you have to determine what your maintenance calories are. There are plenty of online calculators out there that will calculate for you and get you in the ballpark of what your total daily and energy expenditure likely is. And then you're going to subtract from that to determine the amount of calories that you need to eat to be in the deficit that is required to lose X amount of body fat per week. And like I've said in previous videos, somewhere around 500 calorie deficit per day is good for roughly a pound of fat loss per week. That is a slow, steady, sustainable pace that everybody can accomplish so long as you are indeed tracking your calories. There is no room for guesswork. Who wants to feel like they're busting their ass week after week and waking up every day and weighing themselves and looking in the mirror and not seeing the progress that they deserve because, in effect, they're too lazy to just count their calories? Count your freaking calories. Plan your meals in advance. Track your intake. Be consistent, and you will lose. I guarantee everybody will lose weight by planning and tracking. And of course, it's going to take some adjustment as you go because the calorie calculators that are online, again, they get you in a ballpark figure. And how you're going to know if that number is appropriate for you or whether you need to adjust it a little bit up or a little bit down is going to be based on the data that you collect, because you are an individual and your situation is a little bit different than everybody else's. So you may fortunately be able to get away with eating a little bit more calories, or you may be someone that has to eat a little bit less calories. But if you plan and track and adjust as you go, and you are as assured as you can possibly be that you are in an appropriate deficit and you are actually putting in the work and being consistent, the weight will come off. There is no doubt about it. Guys, if you appreciate the content, please like and subscribe, send me your questions, and I will talk to you soon.